can see John McDonnell.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action here at the 2007 Philippines World Pool Championships, presented by San Miguel and Pagcor, and live here on ESPN. Welcome to our viewers joining us around the world. Well, here we go then. A race to 9 winner breaks, and our referee in charge of the action is Nigel Reese. It's time to meet the players. Would you please welcome firstly, from the USA, the legend that is Earl the Pearl Strickland.
He's going to have his hands full against the legendary Earl Strickland. You got to wonder, Pat, is Earl going to hold it together here mentally and physically?
Yeah, that's the thing with Earl Strickland. You don't know what sort of demons are going to come to the table with him. And Lee just narrowly lost out to Manalo in his first round match there.
First rack, race to 9, winner breaks, we have won the break.
And here we see Lee. He's had a good year so far. He was running up in one of the Asian tours, and he's along with his partner Fu. He won the World Cup of Pool, a Scottish doubles tournament 2 months back, so he's in good form.
That's right, he and Fu Jen both defeated Mika Immonen and Marcus Juva from Finland in the final of that. And there's the soft break that we saw Lee Hae-Wen executing so well in his match against Marlon Manalo. And does he have a shot on the red 3? It's very close. It appears though that he just might be able to squeeze it in.
Yeah, I think he's just got to pass that 9 ball to pocket the 3. But he's got a lot of work on his hands here, because the pink 4 is sitting next to the 6. So he needs to try and, there we see the angle there, needs to try and force the cue ball forward, and come behind that 4 and shoot it into the top hand corner pocket.
You called it, Pat. What I love about watching Lee Hae-Wen is that he does not take his time. He's a very quick player, a rhythm player. He's probably one of the players who believes that taking too long to think about a shot is probably a bad idea. So he's a lot of fun to watch, and he has game.
Yeah, definitely. The speed of this match will suit both players. Strickland is a very quick player, and as you said there, Lee Hae-Wen, he doesn't hang about when he's at the table. So we're in for a right cracker of a match here. Got a little tester of a shot here, and that's bang in the heart of the pocket there, Bob.
Earl doesn't look too impressed.
Oh dear. Nice cue ball control there from Lee Hae-Wen. And Earl Strickland can only look on. And he got a right pacing in his first match on this table.
Lee Hae-Wen gets things started with a clean break and run out.
We had a few break and run outs. So we will see him gesture like he normally does.
He did 1 rack to 0.
Lee Hae-Wen just comes down to inspect the rack before his break-off shot.
Choosing the break from the left side of the table as we see it. Again gets the wing ball. How's he looking on the 1? He's got this break figured out, Pat.
Yeah, he doesn't exercise too much power into it. Here we see it again. It's a very controlled break. And luckily this time, he gets a real good shot in the 1 ball.
And just no problem spots on this table whatsoever.
Just needs to float that cue ball off 2 rails back out to the centre of the table. And how's he got his pace here?
Yes, well, just about. I think he'll take that.
Yeah, he's still in good shape there.
Now he needs to get on the right side here of the 3 off this blue 2.
And a nice confident stroke there. Playing it dead weight into the pocket. Always a sign of a confident player, that is. Just bounces that cue ball off the bottom rail to leave a nice angle on the pink 4.
He's actually left himself a little bit straight, but I think the key shot on this rack, surely, Pat, is 5 to 7. He's going to need to put a clean stroke on that.
Yeah, just before he played that shot there, he just showed everyone where he wanted that cue ball to be, and that's a nice angle here. He just needs to concentrate fully on making this orange 5 and just put a little bit of draw on the white off the rail, back over to the other side of the table for the brown 7.
Lee Hae-Wen not looking like he's going to be missing anytime soon.
He's just a bit unhappy there. He's left himself a little bit straight on that brown 7. You just need to force this in a little touch.
Oh, look at that.
And that is great cue ball control there.
Fabulous draw stroke with low right hand English.
Just need to be careful of centre pocket here when he floats his black in. And he avoids it nicely. And this is a very confident start from this young man from China.
Lee Hae-Wen back-to-back break and run-outs. The last 64, and right now Lee Hae-Wen.
Rack 3, he won the break, leading 2 racks to
first
0.
blood and has put a 2-pack on the table and would like nothing better than to continue his run here at the World Pool Championship, live and exclusive on ESPN. Interesting, Pat, how he takes the cue from the short rail and then brings it up towards the head string. Looks like he has like a certain line to take that ball in.
Yeah, he's got a certain little routine, as you said there, where he draws a cue ball into stand position. And he's got a nice break off again here. In good shape on that 3, and he just needs to come out centre field for the pink 4.
This guy, if he can keep on breaking the way he's breaking, he's going to be deadly in this tournament.
Yeah, certainly the great run in last year's championships. They lost out in the semi-final places
to the eventual champion Ronnie Alcano at that.
Yeah. You certainly come into this championship with a lot of good form, and he's really shown that form here.
This is almost too easy. You gotta start wondering, when will Earl Strickland get into the action?
Yeah, they're burying his head in his hands. He just can't bear to look. He's just listening to the sound of those balls dropping in the pocket. And he'll be thinking to himself, what have I done to deserve this? I've had a chance in this year's championship. And this young lad here, he just doesn't seem to be missing. He pockets that 9 ball for a 3-0 lead. And Strickland just sits in his corner there, trying to block it all out, pretending it's not happening.
Rack 4, he won the break, Leading 3
See
racks
no
to nil.
evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. There
He's
he
got
is.
his playing cue in his hand,
Yeah.
just hoping for a shot sometime soon. But this young man here, the way he's controlling his break, and the way the balls are just splitting out for him. There we see it again. Beautiful control.
Well,
Pockets the wing ball and the one ball, but this time the blue 2 is sitting safe, so
yeah. And the reason why it's there is because it was racked in the back. It actually got batted around, but looks like maybe Nigel Rees wanted to give him a hard time for once and put the 2 in the rear of the pack. And now, even though the control of the cue ball is correct, there is no shot on the blue 2. We're going to see Earl Strickland here at least have to make a decision. Push out is only done after the break shot, usually when you can't see the lowest numbered ball. You can take the cue ball anywhere, the incoming player can take the shot on or give it right back.
do you hear what he just says? He's trying to figure out what he's doing here. And unfortunately, Earl likes everything to go his own way, and when it doesn't, boy, he lets everybody know about it.
Earl is taking on a very difficult. Oh, he's playing safe. Did he get there? Yes, he did. No matter what state of mind he's in, he's still a fantastic player.
He was very fortunate there. I don't think he put much thought into that. He just seemed to swing the cue ball down at it. Both balls coming outfield. And he's just getting really frustrated with himself. And that's not a good sign. Lee Hee Wen going for the 2-rail escape. He just misses it.
One hand.
Now we're going to get to see one of the greatest strokes in the history of cue sport let loose here.
Wow, really annoyed with himself here.
He's very straight.
Can't even make a mistake. That one's 3-1. And you play.
Keeps talking to himself. He's fighting with those demons again.
Oh, he's trying to get short side shape on the 4, is nowhere near. Is this cut?
He's going for it.
Oh, he played that at the perfect speed.
Do you see how easy he made that look? And he keeps talking to himself in the crowd.
Oh, wow. Cue. Wow.
And that shot could really send him over the edge.
Why do miscues happen, Pat? What are the usual reasons for that happening?
Well, you see him chalking the cue before that shot, so he had plenty of chalk on the cue. It's just his action of his cue arm when he's actually cueing the ball that's caused him to strike too far below the cue ball and jump it up into the air. So it's really bad cueing.
Yeah, so it's really more of anything the stroke and not the condition of the tip or anything.
No, it's generally down to the stroke of the cue arm. He went just a little bit tighter to the side rail than he would have liked to. And a nice 8-ball in the bottom corner pocket, followed by the 9 for a 4-0 lead in this race to 9 match.
And Earl Strickland
Rack 5 will be who enter break.
Bitterly disappointed
Leading
that
4 racks to nil.
he miscued there.
He seems to want to use a lot of different gloves and all different apparatus on his arms at times.
We've seen him with gloves on the left hand, gloves on the right hand, finger extenders.
Bandages all going up his elbow.
Oh, and for once, Lee Hae-Wen did not make the one ball, but he made the wing ball.
Yeah, he's got good shape on that one.
You know, if I'm the other players and I'm looking and I'm expecting to play in the TV matches in the upcoming days, I am watching this game and I'm observing the way he's breaking, because he's probably got the best break we've seen on this
Definitely.
first table.
From all the matches I've seen so far, Lee Hae-Wen just seems to be able to just punch that cue ball into the pack, make a ball, and get in good position for the rest of them. And I tell you what, this doesn't look good here for Strickland.
Oh, Lee Hae-Wen, if there's something about his technique that is not ideal, is that sometimes he tends to jump up on the ball just a bit, and I think that's what happened there.
And there Strickland talking to the crowd. He's not happy that his opponent, there is him missing that blue too, but you can see it roll back down, pushing, and not leave Strickland a shot on it. So he's letting everybody know about it. He's going for the thin cut here, Oh, and it's hung up over the pocket. Oh, and that'll infuriate him.
Unforced error number 2 for Earl, and really on a table perhaps with a bit bigger pocket, this would have had a chance, but not on these Brunswick Metros with the shimmed pockets. And Lee Hae-Wen again let off the hook.
And he played that shot left-handed there. He's comfortable with cueing with both hands. He just got a nice little shot here on the 3 to float the cue ball back over to where the pink 4 is there on the left-hand side. It doesn't want to be too straight here.
Yeah, he wanted that to bump off the rail a little bit more, but well, you mentioned it. He can play left-handed, and he's had to go to the weaker hand again.
And he's just dropped that in, left a nice angle on the 5 to the centre pocket. And something's just distracted him there. Wow.
Wiping the feet.
Strickland. And just deposits that 6 into the top, leaves an easy 8 into the side.
Lee likes the side pockets.
Just punches up, cue ball back down table for this 9 ball.
Lee Hae-Wen, another 9 ball down. 5-0 he leads here in Quezon City in Metro Manila. It's a Group 14 losers bracket match up here. Earl Strickland is looking down the barrel of a gun. He is in a 5-rack hole because Lee Hae-Wen of China is playing some inspired pool.
Yeah, he certainly got off to a great start in this match. If you watch his break shot here, this is the one that's been causing most of the damage.
Well, this time, for once, he may not have a shot on the 1. The 1 stays out, clangs off that knuckle, and then the cue ball gets batted away by the 5.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that in the match. He's had a bad roll off the break.
But we've seen some good safety by Lee today, so...
Yeah, but looking to send the 1, bank it back up table, send the cue ball down where the 2 is.
It's a clever shot.
With a very nice containing safety shot there. And Earl's going over for his jump stick.
Early on in his career, Earl was never a proponent of his jump stick. Well, he's finally capitulated, and well, not a bad hit, not a bad result for him. He used to be very vocal about his opposition to the jump stick. He said that he was a good jumper of the ball and that he jumped with his playing cue. Now he's used the short stick and come out all right, but lots of safety options here, aren't there, Pat?
Yeah, he's got a lot of places to hide here. He's just looking at the angle there where he wants to send that object ball. He's coming rail first, kicking the one back down table. Oh, and what about that for a beautiful shot? It was just unfortunate there. Just let Earl see left hand side of the one ball.
But that's a good reply. We're seeing some very high standard safety play, and I thought I heard a cue being slammed somewhere.
I think that was there. He's just not in harmony with the game at the moment. He just feels that everything's going against him. And we'll see Leahy when come off one rail here and kick at this one ball.
It's not an easy one rail kick though. Loading it up with right hand side English. That the angle didn't seem to be on.
Yeah, he needed to avoid that green 6. It was a close call. You can see by putting so much power in it, the angle didn't straighten up enough for him. Here we see that shot again. He was quite a distance away for the one ball.
Earl not happy with the layout here, even with ball in hand. Because the one will pass into the lower right.
Yeah,
but then there's no real spot for the 2. Yeah,
you can play the 2 off the Caramel off the 6, pocket the 6.
Looks like he's going to be keeping it simple.
Going to shoot the 2 up to the top right, float the white over to the left hand side for the red 3. And now he's back in good position. He's just a slight angle here, he just needs to be careful. The centre pocket. Oh, wow! Look at that cue ball.
That would have been one heck of a scratch. It stays on the bed of the table.
And it doesn't hang about there, he makes sure he shoots that 4 ball quickly.
Well, looks disinterested as he takes these balls down, but still coming out with nice shots.
Has he come out far enough there? No, he's dropped short. Well, he's left a tough shot. I feel he'll take this to the right hand side. No, he's cutting it back into the left. Just to avoid the 9 ball here. Good cue ball control there from Strickland.
Fabulous cue power, and Earl Strickland opens his account. The break and run up.
Goes through to the last 64. Strickland talking to the crowd again.
He broke his duck
Back 7.
with a cricket bat.
Strickland to break. Train 1
I
back
feel
to
like
5.
he's been hit for 6. Oh, he's trying the soft break.
He's copying the same break as Lee. He employed a very similar one. Here we see it again. A very soft break off. Controlled that weight. Strickland not happy with his shaft there. He didn't get any drawback on that cue ball, and he's gone to his cue bag to maybe get another cue or another shaft.
Yeah, it's another shaft. Yeah, he has too much angle on this 3. He wanted that cue ball to scoot back a bit for the pink 4.
He's got to be very careful here because he's running into the 4 ball. Natural path of that cue ball.
If he draws it, will he be able to avoid the 4? Or does he want to draw?
Well, he'll avoid the 4, but he's got to get the pace right. He doesn't go in between. It's a nice little cannon onto the pink 4. You just run this through past the 9.
Oh, beautiful. Look at the spin on that cue ball.
You can make a game look so easy at times. He just elected to shoot the 6 into the side pocket. He's going to draw the cue ball back for the 8 up the top. And he pulls it in with a lot of authority. And this 9 to draw another one back.
You mustn't count out Earl Strickland. Imitation, the sincerest form of flattery.
Back 8. Earl Strickland to break. Train 2x to 5.
There's the wing ball. There's the 1. Is the 8 gonna give him a headache? There's your answer.
Here we see that break off again. Good control. 1 ball catches the side pocket knuckle, but the black 8 comes up in the way. I'm not quite sure if he can see enough of that.
Could elect to take it top right corner. It gives him. Oh, he's just going to play
For
safe.
his safety.
You really cannot be an elite pool player without a strong safety game. And all of a sudden, Lee Hae-Wen, who was just, you know, on fire, yeah, all of a sudden now he's facing kick after kick.
Yeah, he's got one real escape here. And he'll be home for a little bit of luck after making contact with the 1 ball. Well, he's missed out with a long way there.
I'm surprised at how he missed that shot.
One hand.
Did not get the spin at all.
Here we see again overhead.
I think he hit that too hard, Pat.
Yeah, when you hit a ball too hard into the rail like that, it sort of straightens up and it doesn't follow its natural path. And it's given Errol another opportunity to claw another frame back. And again, you can see Lee there, he's just sitting in his corner meditating. While Earl continues to pocket the last remaining balls in this rack. And Strickland's a fine player to watch when he's in this sort of form. He makes the game look so ridiculously easy.
Yeah, I just love his technique, love his stroke. He's a rhythm player, he's very smooth. And right now we have the makings of a classic here. Earl Strickland, another break and run out, and he pulls to within 2.
We thought it was all going to be a one-way traffic and an early finish, but we can see Earl there, he's got a big smile on his face now after pulling back the last 3. And he really enjoys having conversations with the crowd in between his matches.
Strickland to break.
In between
Three racks to
shots,
five.
actually.
Yeah,
I kind of think it probably relaxes him. It makes him, settles him down. That's the only way I can explain it.
yeah, you might be right there. Here we see the break off.
He's got a nice
Again,
kick off the knuckle there
Yeah.
on the one.
and the blue 2 is sitting right next to that 9. I wonder if he'll try a carom on it, because it doesn't look as if it goes past the 9.
It's close the way he's hitting it.
He's having a good look now. Yeah, it does go. He's just let that cue ball run too much.
That's a loose shot. Can he still hold for the pink 4 here? If he's going to try to hold for it, he's really going to baby this shot.
I think what you need to try and do is come the other side of the pink 4 and take it into the same pocket as shooting the 3. But you need to be careful of that scratch. Oh, he's cut the angle in there. That's experience showing there. He cut the angle and run right into the 4 ball. This could be the frame winning shot. And it goes in easy. A long straight 6 down the bottom. And El Strickland starting to find his rhythm in this match. A nice pace of the table.
Nine deposited. Earl Strickland is on a rampage. This here by Earl Strickland. Once down 4-0. He has roared back with 4 consecutive racks, including 2 break and runouts. And Pat, I think he's starting to look a bit more relaxed.
Yeah, he's definitely.
4 racks to 5.
I mean, he's run off the last few racks in rapid style. He's breaking well. He's actually copied the break of Lee, but he doesn't exercise too much power in it. It's a control break. There we see it again. And do you know, for the third rack running, that 1 ball was just flirted round the centre of that middle pocket. Here we see it again. Just comes off the 2 knuckles there and sits up nicely.
Yeah.
He wastes no time.
And that wing ball is just going straight down.
He just needs to draw back, get the. He's just got nothing on that cue ball there at all. It just stopped dead. He was hoping to draw back an inch or 2, leave a straighter shot to the centre pocket, and look at his face. He's certainly not happy. There's a catch up of some results across a ticker tape at the bottom of your screen.
James Delahunty 2-0 from Australia.
Oh, I messed that up. A chance. I had a chance. I blew it.
Al just talking to himself again, saying he had a chance and he messed it up. He's fortunate he's still at a table here.
Yeah, can he just slow roll it forward and accept the long shot on the 5? Or he takes it into the corner, lower right corner, and then maybe brings the cue top right corner. Takes the 5 into the same pocket.
I'm liking your first choice of shots here. I would just roll the 4 ball into the centre and leave a longer thin cut on the 5.
Yeah, he just doesn't need to worry about anything else but pocketing on the 5, because the 6 is in a pretty good spot. But he's really at 6s and 7s with this decision here.
Yeah, as soon as he tries to do too much with it, I feel as if he'll just roll it, and he's just looking at the angle here, see if he can manoeuvre the white down table and back out again. But with a 6 and 7 where it's situated, I feel he's got too much work to do here.
Oh, Earl just does not like any of his options right now.
Played it for the cannon into the 9, and he'll be happy at that. He's got a nice open shot there on the 5.
A very long bridge.
A nice cue there.
It's right back in line.
Yeah, just needs to stroke this cleanly, bring the cue ball back out centre field, and that's better control. Now he's right back in position. And it looks like levelling this match at 5-all. And he's certainly been down fighting anyway.
This is vintage Earl Strickland winners break 9-ball here. So is Fabio Petroni. All we have to know now is which 2 players will come out from the loser side. Earl Strickland, we've had a very tight match. Only 3 unforced errors by both players.
Back 11, Earl Strickland to break. 5-5.
Watch the 1 ball, see if it goes into the right side pocket. He's got it, and there's a shot on the blue too. What does he do here to get shape on the 3, Pat?
Yeah, he's got a lot of work here. He might have a 3-9 combination on here from the left hand side. He's just coming round. He's just having a look at it there. And I feel he'll just float this 2-ball in with a touch of left-hand English, come over the left side middle, and down for the combination. Wow. Well, there was a lot of movement now there.
He may have gotten away with it here.
I think he's left Lee on that. He did great. Here we see it again. Yeah, he's missed that by a long way. And he may have got lucky.
I don't think Lee can see it.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell from this angle.
Oh, he's going to the jump stick. This is going to be one tough jump shot for him.
And there we see it there. He's the red 3 is in his path, so he'll be looking to jump over the edge of that 3.
You heard there Lee chalking his cue. You could hear how hard the tip of this jump cue is. Oh, that is wicked luck there.
Yeah, he wasn't far away from that shot there, but unfortunately for him, the cue ball, here we see it again. Big jump shot. Cue just, and the cue ball just scratches in the side pocket. Now Earl with cue ball in hand drops that 2 in the side and he's lining up for a 3-9 combo.
It's a bit off angle. Earl takes care of it. He has the lead.
You've got to think, Bob, this has been a great comeback here from
Back
Strickland.
12, Earl Strickland to
At
break.
one
Leading
point,
6 racks to 5.
it looked as if he just wanted to just pack his bags and leave that arena and go home. But he's turned all that around. And this break shot is what's turned it around for him.
And I think he owes Lee Hewen a Christmas card here, because he seems to have just completely copied his break shot. Now, one has wandered on a bit more than it has in previous racks. But that's not in.
No, he's missed out a mile there. And he's disgusted with himself there. Here we see it again. He missed that by a long way.
It has given a simple rack to Lee Hae-wen. And again, we've got another combination there. This time it's the 4-9. This is shades of 2001.
Yeah,
When Mika Immonen won, they were using that racking device, and there were combinations over and over and over again on the TV table. That's not the best effort there by Lee.
no, I would have liked to have been the other side of the brown 7. I would have given him a much easier shot down the rail. He just needs to concentrate here, make sure of the cut and come 2 rails. He's elected not to go for the combination shot.
Okay, now big shot here. He's wrong-sided on the 4. They get to the 5. What do you do here? Does he just cannon off the 9 off the 4?
Well, I think he's got to put a lot of power in it. He'll probably miss the 9 ball. Putting too much power, yeah, to avoid that 6. Yes. He might be happy with that one.
That was a great shot, though. Great cue power. But Lee Hae-wen living dangerously there.
Yeah, he's still got a tricky little number, this orange 5. It's a thin cut down to your bottom left-hand corner there. But he just needs to make sure of the pot, because that 6 ball is sitting invitingly over that opposite centre.
Oh, that was a very uneven stroke there. Not even close.
Said that. I put pressure on the guy, he might not get up. Of course, same goes for me.
Does this cut? That looks to be a very thin cut.
No, I think he'll be trying to send the 5 ball down to the centre of the bottom rail and taking the cue ball way up table, trying to hide it behind the 7. He got his weight.
It's an outstanding shot there.
Well, I think he's just left a slight edge of the 5 here. There he demonstrates there with his cues in his arms in the air there. He's just, yeah, you can see from that camera angle, he can just catch the side of the 5. And this is an all or nothing shot, Bob.
You wanna see him cutting this ball?
I don't think he's got many options here. He tries to come cushion first. Interesting if he can miss that black.
You called it. This is not bad.
Yes.
Good effort.
A lot of distance between object ball and cue ball makes that shot much more difficult. It does pass by the 8 into the right hand corner pocket, but that white ball's travelling way back upfield again.
If I had that LASIK surgery, you can't see every cut. Can't see this shot anymore.
Strickland's just talking to the crowd saying he's not got eyesight for these kind of shots nowadays. He wishes he had laser vision surgery.
Now for a guy who can't see the shot, he makes it anyway.
And he's come out great for that green 6 into the same corner pocket. And his eyesight didn't look too bad from me.
And Lee Hae-wen, you know, he must have felt so in control of proceedings just a couple of minutes ago. Now he's just seeing Strickland assert himself. Oh, did that's short of pace too. I don't
I can't believe that. Can you believe that?
He's dead straight.
Yeah.
Perfectly dead. That's unbelievable. I can get there. Wow.
Strickland just looking at the angle he's got in the brown 7.
Yeah,
And if he's perfectly straight, as he says, he won't be able to do much with that cue ball.
God, that's unreal.
yeah, and he can play a stop ball and just take the cut on the 8 or try and somehow cheat this, power it over.
Strickland there,
Smacking the referee intentionally.
just off camera. He waved his cue above his head, and Nigel Reid was just standing behind, and he got the brunt of it.
Nigel might be thinking of giving him a slug rack the next time around. Big shot here.
Earl's just jacking his cue up there. He might be trying to force an angle out of this that isn't quite there.
Or draw it back with all sorts of low right hand English. Try and twist it back. That's also a ridiculously hard shot.
I'm going with you, Bob. I would rather just stop it.
Yeah.
Take a long thin cut on the black 8.
Can he play the cross side back somehow with lots of English into the right side pocket?
You
That's
could do that. It's a dangerous shot this time of the match.
Well, he's gone with our first pick. Now the problem with this is cue ball is going to be going up and down. Great recovery. Great speed.
Yeah, he's willing that cue ball back down table towards the 9. It's a nice shot on 8. And this is for his 7th straight rack.
Reports of the demise of Earl Strickland have been greatly exaggerated. 7 racks on. And Earl Strickland has put up some torrid pool here.
7 racks to 5.
It's been a tale of 2 matches. Lee Hae-Wen taking the first 5 racks and then Strickland storming back with 7 of the next. And this time the 1 does not go down. And how about that?
Yeah, he just get too much into this break. You will see it again. Just too much power in that one. Sent the 1 ball way past the centre pocket and back upfield. He'll be disappointed with that, Earl. He's controlled that break perfectly for the last 7 racks. And he just let that one get a little out of control. He'll be looking to play a good containing safety shot here.
I'm not aware that he has called for a push out yet, so
Push out cold.
and he's laid the cue up by the 3. Pat, would you take this shot?
No. I would send him straight back in. That is very difficult cueing that length of the table. For an accurate hit on that 1 ball. I don't feel it's in Lee's best interest. Trailing, yes. Giving table back to Earl.
It's not what I intended to do.
Yeah.
He said it's not what he intended to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. He's left himself a right tricky one there. You might actually see him trying to bank the cube, the 1 ball back down table to where he's standing at the moment. Try and pocket it. It's a shot to nothing because of where the red 3 lies at the moment.
He's gone and played safe instead. He's lined up a very tough 1-6 combination that I doubt very much Lee Hae-Wen will want to go for.
Yeah, he's got a tough safety here, so I feel he's might look to glance off the side of that. No, he's gone full-blooded for the cannon. The current.
Oh, he's left it.
Yeah, he's left it up.
Got cold, sold out. Man, got a lane. Sold out.
Strickland was wearing this kind of bandage on his left elbow, and now he's
Boy,
just
that was
fine.
a fortunate roll right there.
Must have been something that was, you know.
I did comment that earlier on. Earl likes to wear a few different things around his arms for weight support, and who knows what goes on that guy's head.
But he's certainly playing at a higher standard in this match than he was against Alan Tan, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So, good idea that he let go of his bandages. Now, I think the 9 is obscuring his view to the 1 here.
Yeah, that's what he seems to be saying to us all. He's saying that Lee was very fortunate there. Sometimes you wonder if he's playing mind games and he can actually see that win ball. I've seen some players do that in the past. Try and give hope to the other player thinking they're snookered, and then they just get down and stroke that ball in. And then really can play with your mind. But we'll soon see in a second. They try and stroke it off a 2 ball. Well,
You're lucky to even be in there, man. Yeah, big ball double kiss.
Earl 1 talking to Earl 2 right now.
here we see that shot again. I think he was just trying to send the 1 ball back down table, but it went horribly wrong.
Now Lee Hae-Wen a chance to pull back. Now I think this is the key shot here. Can he slot this one in a lane in between the 9 and the 6 for the 3?
Yeah, just wants to avoid the 7 ball here. How's his pace on the cue ball?
Wow, he's going to take the 3 on the other side. He's going to manage this collision though.
Yeah, he just needs to draw the cue ball away from the 8 here. He doesn't want to be contacting that, because with that corner pocket so close, doesn't want to scratch.
Oh, Lee Hae-Wen has lost the plot here.
Yeah, you can see he was really worried about that scratch here, and he's taking his eye off the pot, and he's left a open table for Earl here.
Well, he's got some, and he's married the 8 with the 9. Oh, the run out has just gone out the window.
And he's talking to himself again.
I think he's having a word with the balls.
I wonder if he'll actually fancy the bank shot here in the 4 and draw the white into the black 8. No, he's going for the thin cut. Sends that 6 way up table. Has he got a kind bounce?
Well, it doesn't help him with the 8 and the 9.
Well, he's still got a lot of work to do in this black.
I think he's got to position this cue ball. I think he needs, after he takes the 6 ball top right, I think he needs to take that 7 into the left side pocket and have some kind of angle off that.
Yeah, if
to
he can
bust up 8-9.
Well, he can actually, if he gets a good angle on the 7 here, to drop into the side pocket, he can actually come behind the black 8 and send it up to the top left. It all depends on.
True.
Well, he's got a fortunate little kick there.
Now maybe with a bit of top left-hand spin, he can do the shot you suggested.
Yeah, I think he'll come behind, down to the bottom end of the table here, and send the 8 up to that top left. Here we see it, little follow through with some spin.
Oh, beautiful play.
He looks in good shape there. Just send that top side.
Wow, great shot by Earl.
Bang in the centre of the pocket there on this 9 ball to take an 8-5 lead.
Earl, the curl is on the hill.
Mum was sitting there being very quiet, meditating in the corner, but he's talking to one of his friends at the side now. Strickland on the hill.
Back 14. Strickland to break, leading 8 racks to 5.
He'll be looking to take a little bit off his break. He hit the break a little bit too hard. Yeah, you can see it. A lot softer this time.
Oh, but does he have a shot on the 2?
Yeah, that 2 ball goes past the pink 4. Here we see it again. Ball split nicely. And he just needs to drop this 2 in for the red 3.
Oh, and Earl just does not mess up usually from situations like this. And I tell you what, Lee Hairwen must be feeling like he's been hit by a truck. A 5-0 advantage has completely vaporized under a barrage of brilliant shot making, and Lee Hairwen probably thinks that his world championship is over. See if Earl goes. No, he's not going to go for the 6-9 combination.
Oh, he's in the wrong side of that, I think. He would have been like, yeah, you see him. He would have liked another inch further down, so he'd been running up table for the 7. And now he's got to take it in the opposite corner pocket. Where's that cue ball going? Oh dear.
And he's not landed great on the 7 also.
Oh, he's making hard work of this one. He's got a tough 7 here, but if he can make this 7 ball, the cue ball will automatically come off the left hand side rail and back out for a good shot in the 8. So he just needs to concentrate on making this 7. But it's a tough shot with that cue ball so close to the rail.
But if there's one player who has the ability to dig himself out of a hole, it's Earl, and he's done it several times in this match. Gotten out of line and then found a way back into ideal position, and just like that.
And that's what's so great about Earl Strickland. He's one of the best shot makers in the game today.
This will be the 4th break and run out from Earl Strickland, who blazes into the round of 64 at the expense of Lee Hairwen. 9 consecutive racks.